Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Man United series. And up in today's episode, we have games away to Real Madrid and away to Southampton. So up first, we've got Real Madrid away from home in our second Champions League game of the season. And last season we didn't do too well against Real Madrid, it has to be said. We lost this fixture 4-1 last season, and we also lost 3-0 at home to them as well. So, yeah, looking for a bit of revenge here. Although I'm not expecting us to beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, to be honest. And of course, in terms of this group phase we have here, of the 8 games, this is the trickiest game. So if we can get a draw out this game, I will be ecstatic with that. But let's just not get another battering. But saying that, the season so far is looking really, really good. Played 8 games so far, and we're yet to concede a goal in open play. We conceded 1 goal in the last episode there against Arsenal. Of course, that was a corner, so we haven't conceded a goal in open play all season. So it's unbelievable. So I don't know whether it's me, what I've done in terms of focusing more on the on some finer details before matches, during matches as well, or purely the players I've brought in. I think it's probably a mix of the two, to be honest with you. I'm not going to take all the credit because Scalvini's been unbelievable, so and N'Golo Conte as well. So definitely a mix of the two, but so far this season is looking very, very good and very, very promising. Saying that though, I could be put back in my place very quickly here away to Real Madrid. So let's see what happens there first of all. Anyway, we only played 4 games since the last episode, but as you can imagine, 4 clean sheets on the bounce. Beat Frankfurt 1-0 at home in the first Champions League game of the season. Not a very convincing win, but we absolutely dominated Frankfurt in this game. They couldn't create anything in this game. Really kept them quiet here, and should have been a lot more than 1-0, but it's a very, very healthy 1-0, if I can say that. It would have been nice if we added a couple more goals, to tell you the truth, but all in all, it's a win at the end of the day. First Champions League game of the season, we got the win. Michael Olise with the goal there, so that was nice. We then played Leeds at home in the Roses derby, beat them 2-0. Scalvini with his first goal for the club, and Anthony with a goal as well. That was nice to see. We then faced Leicester at home in the Carabao Cup third round. We finally won a Carabao Cup game at our third time of asking. So we finally got past the third round. Let's see how far we can go this season. Ansu Fati were braced in this game, and Michael Olise with a goal as well. Ansu Fati started off really, really poorly to the season. Played as a striker. Played on the left wing in this game, and he got a brace. So that was very nice to see. Olise with the goal as well. And then just for the episode here, played Fulham away from home, which last season is a tricky game for us. You know, did we draw this game last season? I think we did draw this game. I think we drew at home to Fulham last season, to be honest with you. Where are they? We beat Fulham away 2-0 in the FA Cup. We beat them away 2-1 last season. We drew at home to them then. Anyway, what I mean is this game last season would not seem as easy as it did this season. Beat them 3-0 away. Marcus Rashford put us 1-0 up in the first minute. He then made it 2-0 in the 31st. And Ansu Fati with another goal in the 57th minute. So there's another thing I'm doing as well. Obviously, I did start the season saying Ansu Fati is number 1 striker. And Rashford will be playing on the left wing, not using him as a striker anymore. But Fati not playing well as a striker, and Rashford put him up front for today's game. Ansu Fati on your left, so switching things around as well, and it paid dividends in this game. Rashford a brace, Ansu Fati with a goal as well. And just things are just going really, really well. It's been some great performances so far, and defensively we are solid as a rock. As I said, we played 8 games, conceded 1 goal. And that was a Gabriel header from a corner, or was it a free kick? It was one of the two. It was a set piece, I know that much. So, yeah, an open play. No one can create anything against us, which is brilliant. But we'll do well to continue that in today's episode. Away to Real Madrid first of all. Away to Southampton in this episode as well, who are doing really well at the start of the season. They're actually second in the league, and we're first currently. Obviously, we're first. 1-5, drew 1, lost none. Only us and Man City have an unbeaten record now. But we're only 1 point clear at the top, only 1 point clear at Southampton as well. That's going to be a tricky game. They have lost the game now, but that was away to Man City, only 2-1 as well. So Southampton away is a very, very tricky game as well. But first of all, we've got Real Madrid away in the Champions League. Can we prevent another mauling here? And this is the team for today's game. We've got Maignan in goal, Mukiele right back, Nets left back, Akoli and Scalvini centre backs, and we've got Conte, Fernandes and Kone in midfield, Olise on the right, Fati on the left, and Rashford up front. So I did say before every single game I'd go have a look at their strong points and their weak points. Of course, I was looking around with strong points and weak points for a long time there because they've got a very, very good team. And I don't make too many changes in terms of the in terms of our tactical style there, to be honest. Obviously, we're getting used to this familiarity, and I want to keep it as similar as possible. But the one thing I have changed for today's game, I've changed the mentality from positive to balanced. The things I do tweak around with a lot is some of the opposition instructions and also the roles here as well. And it seems to be working quite well. At the minute, as I said, only 1 goal conceded so far this season. That was from a corner. So things are going really well. One change I've made, obviously normally I have wing back and attack. I've changed that a lot this season, to be fair. to help when we have dangerous left wingers running against us, and there's not much more dangerous than Vinicius Jr. So wing back on support today, and also I feel like it's better to have Mukiele there instead of Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro likes to do his best work up the pitch, to be honest with you. So Mukiele is a much more solid right back in terms of defending. So I've got Mukiele there today, which could be it's definitely a risk. We'll see what happens, I guess. I'm going to get some things wrong eventually, that is for sure. And Luca Netz, he started to left back as well, which is a little bit of a risk as well. But I'll start him over Gaia because they've got a Campos, apparently, who's starting on the right wing, who's he's not the best player. He's not really a Real Madrid player, to be honest, but he's a very physical player. He's 6'2". He's very strong. And Gaia is... I just feel like Gaia could get bullied by him in terms of a physical battle there. So I put Luca Netz there instead. Luca Netz is physically stronger than Gaia. He's a lot taller as well. So Luca Netz left back. As I said, I don't know if this is right or not. I've said many times I'm no tactical genius, so I don't know. I'm just trying things. But Luca Netz up against a Campos seems more sense to me today. And Mukiele up against Vinicius Jr. as well. Also, I put Conte there, ball and field to defend. More to the right-hand side to help with the threat from Vinicius. No disrespect to a Campos, but I really do fear Vinicius more than I do a Campos. So going to let him not roam free, I guess you'd say that, but not focus on him as much, more on Vinicius Jr. and also Rodrigo up front is a bit of a worry. So in terms of the midfield as well, I've tried to go with 3 very physical players. Unfortunately, Kefren Turam would start today's game, but he's injured, unfortunately. And Fernandez is probably the next best physical one. Kone is obviously very, very physical. He's 18 strength. That's because we're coming up against Shamini, Camavinga, and what's his name, Valverde in today's game. 3 very, very physical midfielders. I feel like that's going to be where the game's won and lost, of course. They're known for Toni Kroos and Modric in real life. Obviously, Camavinga, Shamini coming through, and Valverde, of course. But haven't really got that playmaker type in there. Not saying that those 3 can't pass the ball, because they're still very good at passing the ball, but they're very, very physical players. So I'm trying to match them a little bit in that regard in terms of midfield. As I said, Fernandez is not the most physical, but he is quite physical. So it'd be nice to have Kefren Turam in there instead of him, but ultimately, we'll see how it goes. Elise and Fati on inverted wingers on attack as well. They've got Alaba and Militao as fullbacks, so that could be a bit of a weak point for them. We shall see. Both very good defenders, but we'll see what happens there. And Rashford up front, and he'll be up against Rudiger, who's a very good centre-back, but also who could be the weak link for Real Madrid. That is Jakub Kiwior, who's a decent centre-back, but not great physically, or with speed as well. So hopefully Rashford can exploit that today. Anyway, that's a brief outlook of what's going to happen in today's game. We'll probably be 2-0 down after 5 minutes now, but can we hold on and get some sort of nice result in this game? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. Well, if we do... we don't concede in this game. I know something is severely good with the team currently in the minute. Also, not the starting 11 I thought it was going to be. Kiwior is not starting, and Mendy's starting at right back. Instead of Eden Militao. Actually, look at Mendy's left-footed, isn't he? 23 minutes in, we've kept them quiet in the game so far. It's really better than than last season, that is for sure. We had to have a shot in the game, though, which is a bit concerning. Only a few minutes to go before half-time. We yet to see a highlight in the match. We had to have a shot in the match as of yet. We're not creating anything. And Real Madrid got a corner here. Valverde to take it. Shamini almost scores there. Well, we have to look at changing things at half-time. Although we're keeping Real Madrid quite quiet, it'd be nice if we could actually have a shot in the game. That'd be very, very nice. And at half-time, we're dominating possession. Real Madrid are not creating too many chances against us, but we are not shooting. And I'd like to shoot. All right, one change at half-time. Sancho on for Ansu Fati. And also a change Fernandez from Mazzala support to roaming playmaker support as well. I'm hesitant to change too much because it's Real Madrid away from home, isn't it? So I don't want to go too much for the win here. And just, we're playing all right. Not too bad in terms of keeping them quiet. Not in terms of creating chances for us. We finally had 2 shots in the game, though. So, yeah, we'll see how it does. Fernandez has just been poor in there today, hasn't he, in general. So I think we'll take Fernandez off. Bringing Lima on for Fernandez there. Put him in the midfield along with Kone and Conte, of course. Rashford hasn't been great today, so we'll bring on Mauro Icardi as well. Let's see if he'll make a difference. Yeah, let's leave it like that. As I said, I'm very hesitant to change too much here because it is Real Madrid away from home. We're not creating pretty much anything in the game, though, to be honest with you. 2 shots, none on target. It's not great, is it? I think their midfield is just so strong. Anyway, finally get to see something from Real Madrid here, and they score. Rodrigo with a lovely finish. The referee's going to VAR, but has to be said, it's not been a great performance from us in terms of creating anything. The goal's been awarded, so we certainly have to open up a little bit now because they've scored a goal. Who am I bringing on? You know what? Pedro Porro on for Mukiele. Alright, let's go for it now. Alright, I've gone positive here, gone a little bit more expansive. We haven't created anything in the game at all. As I said, we are away to Real Madrid though, so we shouldn't... I am very hesitant about going gung-ho against them, but... well, we haven't had a shot on target in the match. It's not been going too well, has it? But we are playing away to Real Madrid, one of the most elite teams, so I'm not going to get disheartened too much here. I'm just going to keep trying things all the time, see if we can get back into games and take control of games, but hasn't really happened today. But anyway, here's Sancho. Almost found Elise there. Almost a great ball. Problem is now, though, going a little bit more positive against Real Madrid. It could go 2 or 3 very quickly. And here's Mudryk. He's gone for a corner. Well, no, he's offside apparently, Mudryk. 15 minutes to go. Still yet to have a shot in the game. It's terrible. Not have a shot on target in the match. It's terrible. Really, really terrible. Alright, Jose Gaia on for Lucanet for the last 12 minutes, but this has been a little bit of a lesson here for me, it has to be said. Not create a single thing against Real Madrid, which is it's just terrible. It's only a 1-0 defeat currently though, but the performance has not been... we haven't created anything. Not a single shot on target in the match, which is terrible. Yeah, dominated possession, but been a bit embarrassed here, has to be said. Need Vinny Jr. to wrap it up. No, a poor finish there from him. 4 minutes to go. Alright, 3 minutes to go. Can we lick an 8 goal here? Well, you know, can we? At least a free kick. No, it's cleared. Elise should cover there. He does. Why have we got 3 defenders back? Should have 3 defenders back. Anyway, too late for that. Here's Lima. It's through. It's through. It's got to score. Oh my, what a wasted opportunity that was. We got an opportunity late on there. What a waste. Oh my word. Got a call out though. Guy had to take it. What a waste. He crosses it in. What a waste that was. Our first opportunity in the match, and it was at such an important time as well. Well, that was, yeah, that's definitely a lesson. Definitely a lesson. I tried. I failed. But saying that, did it fail as much as last season though? Because last season we lost this game 4-1. We also lost 3-0 at home as well. So I guess it's less embarrassing, but it's still a loss at the end of the day. But yeah, we did do some things right, I guess, but ultimately they were just too strong for us and need to go with a different sort of style next time I play Real Madrid away. Obviously, next time we play them... no, we're not playing them at home, sorry, because obviously we only play each other once in this new Champions League phase. So I don't know when we'll play Real Madrid again, so I'd like to play them again to get some sort of revenge against them. It's now 3 losses out of 3 against them, but... yeah, it's our first loss of the season, our first goal conceded from open play in the season as well. Came quite late on there with Rodrigo, but let's be honest, looking at the match stats here, they probably deserve to win. Definitely need to do things better than that is for sure. But anyway, guys, make sure you stick around. We've got a big league game coming up next, away to Southampton. Okay, now it's time for Southampton away from home, and this is the team for today's game. Well, Porro comes back in at right back in place of Mukiele. They got a wing back attack as well. Satalo comes in for Scalvini, who's quite tired. This is definitely a risk for today's game. Okoli remains in centre-back as well. Gaia comes back in for Lucanet. He's on attack as well. Conte remains in there. Fernandez and Lima comes in as well for Kone and Elise, Sancho and Rashford up front. So Southampton away from home. This is a tricky game. They're sitting second in the league. We're going positive though. Will it backfire? Well, let's find out. Alright, here we go. Away to Southampton. The manager of Southampton these days is John Terry. And 3 minutes in, Ward-Prowse with a free kick. I don't like the fact that Maignan standing there. It just seems like he's got a shot straight at goal there. It's cleared. At least, I thought at least he was going to get there then, but he didn't. Here's Lookman. It's not a very promising start, is it? Not a very promising start at all. Well, 10 minutes in, things have calmed down a little bit, but... that was a nervy looking start, wasn't it? Starting to look like a better team in the game now. 20 minutes in. Well, 27 minutes in, the game's been quite even so far. Not really liking what I'm seeing, to be honest with you. Southampton are looking like the better team. Firmly the better team. This is very worrying, actually. Well, at half-time it's 0-0 and we're not looking very good, it has to be said. But not looking very good at all. Wow. What to change here then? Alright, here we go. Second half gets underway here. I did say Southampton are quite a good team. And they're looking very good in this game as well. Again, we're not creating too many opportunities, are we? Not at all, really. Rashford's had a poor game. Let's get him off. So Lucanet on for Gaia, and also Ziyech can come on for Elise as well. And also Icardi on for Rashford. So 3 changes here. Let's see if they'll make a difference in terms of the outcome of the game here. Well, Rashford's been very poor up front today. Hasn't done much at all, has to be said. Well, I think we know that about Rashford's consistency up front. He's not very good up front. Also, we've got a highlight here. Not been very poor in this game again. It's poor against Real Madrid. We win the ball back here, though. It's Sancho running out of defence. He shoots just... Why are you shooting? Sancho, what are you doing? What are you doing? Lima's not been very good today. We'll take him off. We'll bring on Manu Kone for him. Also bring on Scalvini for... No, you know what? We'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. Kone on for Lima. 19 minutes to go. Southampton been better team in the game. Well, they've had a lot of shots, but not too many clear-cut opportunities. Been quite an even game, has to be said. But the problem with these 2 games this episode is we haven't created too many opportunities at all. We have been away to Real Madrid and, of course, Southampton, who are flying high in second place as well. So maybe I shouldn't be too critical. My word, I thought Sotalo was going to miss that then. Anyway, here's Conte to Ziyech. Haven't seen much from us in the game. Ziyech with a free ball to Icardi. Icardi! Oh, get in. Get in there, Icardi. Come on. That's what we like to see. Haven't been great in this game. But one thing I've noticed, though, is that we are being very, very hard to score against. Of course, Real Madrid scored their first goal against us in open play of the season. That took to the 70th minute for Rodrigo. So, if what we're lacking going forward in the last couple of games, although we have just scored just now, we're being very, very hard to score against. Anyway, 1-0 up here. We are looking like a better team in the second half. But we want to hold on to this lead now, don't we? Mukiele can come on for Pedro Porro for the last minutes or so here. Okay, change from positive to balance. Got 5 minutes to go. Can we hold on to this win here? It'd be a brilliant win if we do. But now we got to highlight an injury time. Here's Maignan with a goal kick. Conte wins the ball back though, as Conte always does. Here's Manu Kone. Can we get a second goal and kill him off? Here's Ziyech. He found Icardi for the first goal, of course. Ziyech to Kone, but he's giving the ball away. We're going to get it back, though, surely. For that, yeah, we do get it back. Conte, come on, boys. Oh, no. Oh, dear. He's surrounded. He can't score. He's surrounded. He's absolutely surrounded there. To say, if he scores from that situation there, 4 against 1, I'm going to be fuming. But you know what? We'll start time wasting now. 4 minutes to go. Come on, boys. It'll be a massive win, this. Haven't been great at all. But it's a win. It's a win, and that's all that matters. And as I said, although in this episode I haven't created too many opportunities and look great going forward, we do look very hard to score against. You know, Real Madrid with 20 shots there against us, and Southampton with 17 shots. Okay, not all of them are on target, and a lot of them are not on target as well. So we're restricting them to long shots or wayward shots, it seems. And another clean sheet. And this is, yeah, this match stats don't look amazing with Man United and Southampton, but you take into consideration they are second in the league table currently. They've played 6, won 5, lost 1. And the game they lost was away to Man City 2-1, who are the best team in the league. Then doesn't look as bad when you look like that. It's a pretty good result. We got one big chance in the game. We scored it. We're being very hard to beat. And these are the sort of results where, come end of the season, we win the title. This will be a game we look back on and think, you know what, this game went a long way for us. So although it's not been a great episode in terms of performances here, in terms of results, it's been quite decent. Of course, we lost to Real Madrid 1-0, which of course is never nice, but considering the fact that we lost 4-1 and 3-0 to them last season, I'd say that's a kind of a step in the right direction. And also, away to Southampton here, this is the sort of game we'd lose or draw last season away from home. So for us to get a win 1-0 away to Southampton, a team who are flying high currently, is very, very good. As I said, I had 17 shots in the game. They've only got a 0.98 XG, so not as many chances created as you would think. So all in all, I'm very happy with this episode, to be honest with you. It could be a lot better. It could be a hell of a lot better in terms of performances. But all in all, very happy. Very, very happy. Good win there away to Southampton 1-0. And well, it's still started off very well to the season. And also, Scalvini didn't start in that game either. Didn't even play in that game. He still kept a clean sheet. So, yeah, happy days. Problem is, though, we've got a very, very tricky time coming up here. We've got Newcastle at home next, who, of course, are a very good team in the series now. Lazio at home as well in another Champions League game. Liverpool away. West Ham away as well. And Tottenham at home as well. So, next 5 games are all 5 very, very big games. In terms of the next episode, though, guys, I think I'm going to bring you back for a very, very tasty treble header. And look at this treble header I've got to bring out. Well, you see these games are coming up. We've got a little bit of a break. I would like to think we get a break by playing Maccabi Tel Aviv at home and Brighton at home. And then we've got a 2-week break in terms of the international break. And then we face Chelsea away, Villarreal away, and Man City at home. So that'll be the triple header I'll bring you back for you guys. That could be absolutely disastrous. Chelsea away, never easy. Villarreal away, lost 5-2 away to Villarreal last season. So got some wrongs to right here in the next episode, that is for sure. Jeremy Pino no longer plays for Villarreal though, which is good news for us. Unfortunately for us though, he plays for Man City, who we've got to play at home in that episode as well. So yeah, I'll bring you back for those three games, guys. Hopefully things continue to go quite well for us. Hopefully the next couple of games we can start creating more chances. Rashford has been very poor in the last 2 games there, so maybe that's got something to do with it. He's very inconsistent up front. 6.4 and a 6.4. Maybe Icardi's earned a start against Newcastle there. We shall see. But anyway, all in all, it's going really well in terms of the season. Obviously, we lost away to Real Madrid there 1-0, but that's nothing to be ashamed of. We did, however, get a great win away to high-flying Southampton 1-0. And we remain top of the league. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the video, hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button, please, guys. It'd really help me out. And it's much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching. And I'll see you for the next one.